Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. All right, y'all, this is Thrifted Thursday. This is hosted by me and my very, very good friend Sabrina with Sabrina's Craft Nanigans. And this is where we do thrift flips, yard sale flips, don't find makeovers, trash to treasure, or you can take something that you've already done and redo it. We're not picky. It's just more of like, redoing or thrifting something. So, yeah. Make sure you check out the playlist. I don't know who's going to be in it. Might be just me and Sabrina because I forgot to even post about it. I've been so dumbfuzzled lately, but at least the playlist will be linked in my description box and Sabrina. So go check her out because if you don't know her, I promise you will love her. And I do want to thank all my subscribers for checking on me. You guys are the best. You are the bomb.com, and I love each and every one of you. So, with all that being said, let's get started. So, I've got these pieces, and if you recognize them, they are home interior. They're scratched up quite a bit, from the glass. I'm going to put these in there because I don't like that glass that was in it, and I just want to, I think it would look better. That's just me. But anyways, these come apart. These are just stapled in. They're falling out. This was my mom's, okay? And my mom didn't have much. I had to tape it together. That's fallen off. But anyway, my mom died when I was 13. Y'all, that was 39 years ago. Oh my goodness. It's so long ago. But I got these when she passed, and I have held on to them ever since. And so I just wanted to make them look a little better because they look rough. So I'm going to unscrew everything and take it apart. And then I do want to put this on here and say thank you to Tracy. She is so sweet to make this and send this to me. And I love it. I love purple. And send me some napkins too. So I really appreciate that. And I thank you so much, Tracy. That was so sweet of you. But I'm going to sand these down. And y'all, this has some kind of slick shellacky stuff on it. I don't know what it is. But anyway, it's not hard to sand off. It's coming off easy, pretty much. But y'all, listen, that stuff was getting everywhere. I'm telling you, everywhere. That hole was too big. I'll show you. The things wouldn't fit. It would bump up against it and be crooked. The lamps or lights that I was going to put in there. So what I'm going to do is I found a stick in my stick stash or dowel rod stash. So I'm going to put wood glue in here. And then I'm going to stick my stick in there. I should have measured it before I put the wood glue in, but it's no worries. It's no worries. I'm not thinking lately. So, yeah. So, anyway, so I take it out, and then I use my miter shears, and I'm going to cut it down where I marked it and mark the other one the same. And then I'm going to cut that one down with my miter shears. Y'all see what I'm doing. And I'm going to take these and glue them in with Gorilla Wood Glue. Okay, and there's still this big old spot around it, and I want to fill it in because I'm not sure if when I move the cup, if it will cover it. So, I have to hammer that one in. It was tight. But anyways, I'm going to take some sawdust. You see that bag over there? I'm fixing to grab it. And it's full of sawdust. I keep my sawdust and I mix it with wood glue. And to me, my brother taught me this, and it makes the best wood filler, okay? And it's paintable, stainable, whateverable. So, I'm going to mix it up, and then I'm going to just take my finger and poke it down in that hole and get it as flat as possible. You want to get enough glue in there to give it a good, sticky consistency, but you don't want it runny. So, yeah, just smash it in, smooth it out, and I'm going to set those to the side, and then I'm going to finish sanding my pieces. Now, I do have a pretty good aggressive sanding block on there, or sanding pad, okay? I'm wanting to get it off fast, so Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Just sand them all off. And y'all, if you do this, I do have a mask. I had to go get a mask. Put a mask on. I don't know what this junk is. So, wear a mask. See, there's my mask. And I did use this to help me. I didn't want to get the palm sander, and that was down there. It's just an oscillating tool, and I put a sanding pad on it because you can do that. And it's easier. It vibrated my hand quite a bit, but yeah, it works. So just I'm just sanding it, okay? Just sand it. Now, I was going to paint this in moss green, but I'm putting transfers on it, and it would have been too dark. So I'm going to take this Celery by Waverly, and there's what they look like sanded, and I painted everything. Now I'm going to take 400 grit sandpaper, and I'm going to go over the whole thing, and I'm going to smooth it down so that my transfers will stick, okay? I'm not putting anything on here. Maybe you should have sealed it, or maybe I should have sealed it because I had a little trouble with my transfers. I don't know. But it ended up working in the long run. You just got to rub a little harder and have a lot of patience, which I didn't have. And I'm only doing one project in this because there are several pieces and it took me a while. So once I get them all sanded down with that extra fine sandpaper and wiped down, I have these transfers that I ordered from Walmart. They were not Walmart, Amazon, and they were absolutely gorgeous. They are shiny, I will tell you. I can link them in my Amazon store for you, but they are shiny. I love that one. That stem is my favorite, but I didn't use it because I'm saving it for something else. But I'm just going to cut these out individually, and I'm not putting them all over. I'm not going to cover the whole thing as you've seen in the thumbnail, or, if you've seen the thumbnail, if you paid attention. I'm not covering the whole thing. Sometimes less is more, and that's the way I felt in this. I really wanted my paint to show and the scuff marks and all that. So I am just going to take one of the long ones, and I'm going to place it about midway, because you're going to have to put your cup up there, and I didn't want it to be covered up. Now, I did cover up quite a bit. I should have moved it up some, and it would have been perfect, but I didn't think about how tall my lamps was. So, anyway, I lost my scraper thing, but all you gotta do is scrape these down, and this did not work. But you scrape them down, and then when you're scraping, you peel back on it. And like I said, I don't know if it's because I didn't seal these prior to putting this down. I don't know. I don't think I ever seal anything when I put my transfers on. I don't know. But anyway, you just put it down, and then you peel back as you go. And if it doesn't stick, you just smack it back down. Sorry, it's focused on my fat head right at the moment. But you see, you just burnish it down and then peel back. This is what they look like. Ain't they beautiful? I just love them. I love, love, love them. So now I'm going to take clear wax, and I am going to use a sponge, and I'm just going to put that and just smearing it all over it, okay? And I'm going to let this dry overnight. This will seal my transfers in a little bit and seal my paint because it's chalk paint. So I'm just going to seal it with white or clear wax and let them sit overnight. All right. So now it's time to put these things back together. So I used a pair of flat pliers. They're just flat. And I flattened out all the, little hooks and all that. And now I'm taking double-sided tape. You don't have to do this. It's just, it helps me. It's a tip to hold it down. So you can peel that off, and you can stick that to where you need it. And I almost stuck it to the wrong part because I'm a goofball and didn't see it. So I was headed for that one down at the bottom and realized, nope, wrong spot. So anyway, so then I get it. I held it up and looked and seen where it was. Sorry, I'm fumbling over my words and everything else. I apologize. So I'm going to take a drill, and I'm going to pre-drill a hole. Now be careful. I mean, well, you don't have these. If you do, you might. I don't know. But I have to be careful because I'll go all the way through it. But I'm just going to put a little bit, just to start my screw because I don't want to split my wood. And I'm going to screw my my hooks on there. Now, I did have a pack of tiny screws. Don't know where I got them. Honestly, don't know where I got them. But anyway, I'm going to put my screws on. I'm going to drill holes where everything goes and assemble my pieces back together. Now, I put a screw hook, I screwed one of those, I screwed one of those hooks on. I don't know what they're called. But anyway, I put my mirror back in. And that thing was so hard to clean. And then I tried to put my wood back in. And I didn't want that other piece, the other side, because it had that tape all over it. So I'm going to have to sand this down around the edges a little bit to get it to fit in here. Once I get it, to fit, then I take these they're plastic, but they're going to help me hold it in. So I'm going to put one at the top, one at the bottom, and yeah, I'm hammering with a mirror and on top of glass. I like to live dangerous, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, carefully poking those in. So I don't trust those plastic tabs. They didn't work the first time. Why would they work now? So I'm going to take Gorilla Wood glue when I get that piece of dried glue off. And I'm going to smear glue all over this, okay? I am going to stick this down. I don't plan on ever changing this. The reason I didn't glue the mirror in is because I didn't want hot glue popping out the other side. Me and hot glue, we just have fits sometimes, so I didn't do that. So I'm going to clamp it down. Well, I will tell you later, I took the clamps off and it wasn't in my dry time, so I stapled it down with a little bitty stapler tacker, and there it is. Isn't it beautiful? Sorry, it's a little dark. Got a picture of my kid when she was little. That's my oldest daughter, and there I am, my goofy self in the mirror. Look, hi. I noticed myself. Y'all just forgive me, bear with me. But anyway, those were on because it was dark in there, and they are so pretty. Now you could take them out. You could put flowers in there, whatever you want to put in them. And there it is. Look at the scuff marks. Oh, I'm in love. I love it, love it, love it. My mama would not disapprove. My sister said she was a crafty lady too, so my mom would have been proud of it. But anyways, y'all check out the playlist. Check out Sabrina. I don't know who will be in the playlist, but if I have anybody, I'll post it. But until next time, remember, you are a blessing, and I truly mean that. You guys mean the world to me. I thank you once again for checking on me, those of you that did. I can't really go into what has been going on lately. Sometimes you just need a life break and a mind reset. But it'll all be all right with God's help. And yeah, with all that being said, I will catch you next time. Goodbye.